Dobro jutro, good morning, and dobrodošli. Welcome in our program Ljubljana for You, which is prepared with the help of us local guides. In Ljubljana, we have lots of sites. For some of them, you're going to spend some more time, for the other ones, less. There are plenty of cultural events. Today, don't forget, at 5 o'clock, our Good Fairy is going to be in front of our town hall, and do prepare your wish, because she's going to powder you with the magic dust, and the wish will be fulfilled in 2018. Next to the town hall, we have also puppet theater. So if you are with children in Ljubljana, don't miss it. And in the evening, for the adults, we would like to invite you also to our cultural center, maybe to a Tivoli concert hall, and some other events which you can find in our brochure. But I think that you're going to bring back home also some presents, some gifts for your dear ones. And this is something that we are very good at in Ljubljana. And this is one of the reasons why I invited to our studio today my colleague Emir.
Good morning to you too, and thank you for inviting me.
Emir, dobro jutro.
Dobro jutro.
Kako si?
Gre.
Gre. Oh, you see, today we have another expression, gre. That means fairly okay, no?
Okay,
yeah.
very good.
And we know with our visitors, we would like to practice some Slovenian language as well, so this is perfect when we do the greeting.
We'll do something of it.
Yeah. Actually, Emir, you come from a very interesting shop in Ljubljana, and if somebody would like to practice Slovenian, they can visit you later on, and you can do that on your own. Don't you think so?
Of course.
Emir, what kind of a shop you present today?
Well, I'm going to present you the SKRBOVIN'CA souvenir shop.
Could you tell the word a bit slower, because it's a special one?
Okay, SKRBOVIN'CA.
SKRBOVIN'CA.
Okay, meaning that care trade shop. It bases on a social economy. It's the economy that has been going on throughout Europe, for quite some time now.
Yes.
And we are doing the concept of a fair trade, of a social trade, of inclusion for people with disabilities.
Okay, so let's section this SKRBOVIN'CA.
Okay.
Vinca, that comes from trgovina.
Of course, it's the minor trgovina, minor word for trgovina.
Yeah, a cute shop.
Of
and
course.
then skrb, that means
To
care.
care.
To care.
To care for the environment, for the people, for the overall economy, for the trade economy, for the fair economy, for every economy that you wish, a part of the profit.
Yes, because in Ljubljana, we really, in the last year, especially in 2016, when we were Green Capital of Europe, took a lot of programs to involve everyone. Ljubljana even got a prize for accessibility, and to involve all people from all different environments. That was the main task. So how did you get involved in this project, Emir?
Well, I got involved. I'm now greeting some of our partners as well. I see the screen over
Yes.
there. I got involved, and coincidentally, they were looking for someone who would know some degree of the languages. I knew some degree of the languages coming out of the system, of the educational system. They were looking for someone who could communicate fairly well, and here I was.
Yes. So you connected all these associations, organizations?
Yes, we are united in four of our partners are united into this project.
Yes.
Beginning with ŽIVO.
Okay.
This is the employment company for people with disabilities. Continuing with the Shelter Workshop Center for the people with disabilities, Tončka Hočevar, and then we're going to continue with the Shelter Workshop Center Public Institute, also Janez Levec. And we are, my mother's organization is Cerebral Palsy Association of Slovenia, Stonček, very well known to the wider public. We've been known all the time. We are going to we are working on this project fairly well, and I think we're doing a good job.
Thank you very much. So the main task is that you involve adults with...
Yes, we involve adults with disability, primarily those who are not employable in the regular market of the labor force.
Okay.
Usually this is a combined disability, both mental and physical,
Okay.
or one of these disabilities that
Yes.
is so strong that they're not able to go on their own into the labor market.
Yeah, yeah.
We provide them with the shelter workshop centers. They do products and they work products with us. I'm the one that is at, and my colleagues,
Yes.
that is at the souvenir shop, trying
Yes.
to promote it, try to present it in the best way I can.
Sure.
And
sure.
then to sell it. But as I've said already, it's not all about the project. It's not all about the money. It's also about inclusion. It's also about, them, they realize, about them realizing how the self-esteem can be arisen at
Yes.
some point. It's also about, them feeling good about
Yeah.
selling things, etc., etc. So social economy brings a lot more than just the money.
Yeah, well, sometimes I think that we don't think about this enough. And my opinion is that if you are an adult, you should actually contribute to the society somehow.
Of course, and
that
everyone
makes it-
can contribute.
Yes.
In one way or another,
Yes.
everyone can contribute. Even a small piece is enough to build a mosaic.
Yes.
So, yes,
Yes.
this is our philosophy.
Yeah.
And with this, we are doing the prejudice, are going off. We are doing the right approach towards the society. The society will know us better and then we'll
Yeah.
go on.
So you go to those centers on daily basis, or it's
Well,
a kind
I'm an employee.
Okay.
I'm an employee, but my colleagues go to those centres, to all 4 of the centres
Yes.
on daily basis.
On
They
daily.
get their healthcare on one way, and this, they socialise. It's also about the socialising. And then they, of course, they work the program with the souvenirs
Yes.
and all the various products.
Actually, that's what I wanted to show to our visitors,
Okay.
because you have some really marvelous products.
Thank you.
Souvenirs that everybody would bring them back home with a great pleasure.
Yes.
So these are all made by your
Yes, these are handmade
associates.
products. And let me emphasize, I do think that I haven't emphasized it enough. These are the products that are completely equal to any other products
That's true.
in Ljubljana.
Even
We're not
better.
selling charity, we're selling a quality product.
yeah.
And that's what's the difference between the charity and the social economy. Yes, some profit has to be made,
Of course.
but in the end, we're selling ourselves as the ambassadors of the profits.
Yeah, and I really think that you're an excellent ambassador, because when I come to your shop, it's actually very difficult which product to take, to buy, because all of them are just exceptional.
That's why we're there. We're going to counsel you on it, and we're going to see how can we, approach to you in order for you to pick up the
Yeah.
right souvenir, because it's important on different occasions to pick up the right souvenir.
And you always choose environmentally friendly material.
Of course, as much as we can, we are always doing the eco materials as well.
Yes.
We're doing the bags, for example, the gift bags are usually always of the paper, made
Yes.
Made with
Yes.
paper. We're doing the natural, ingredients
Yes.
into our soaps. We're doing the natural, our teas are natural
Yes.
bags. So yes, we're
Also
doing
clay, I've noticed.
of course, the
also
clay
wool products.
and the woods and all sorts of the products that go with it. So
With Goide. Your shop, I think we need to tell that your shop is near 3 bridges.
of course,
In the same building as the tourist information offices.
Of
It's
course.
just on the opposite side.
on the opposite side, around the corner, it's part of the administrative unit. So
Yeah, if you are on the way to the town hall, which is the major attraction, or Fountain of 3 Rivers on the
Right.
left-hand
Yeah.
side. If you're going to the market, also
Of
in that
course,
corner.
yeah.
Opening time is also
Well,
something very...
Opening time is from 10 to, well, let's say 2500 hours in the evening. That's why, because
incredible.
we're also doing a public service. A part of the shop, we're doing the public service.
Yes.
We're also maintaining the information point for the elderly. So
Okay.
this is the part of the social inclusion as well. And plus, we're doing the the information shop to the people with disabilities.
Yes.
So we're doing the same at the same
And
time.
you are also a safe point for children.
Of course, and for the people with all sorts of problems. And we will maintain that because we believe in a rainbow of social activity in order to make this world better.
No, I think you are doing really an exceptional job. So I would really invite every visitor in Ljubljana to come to you.
Thank you.
And there is another thing, Emir. How many languages do you speak?
I speak some, well, roughly 5.
So I don't think you will have any problems with communication because
No.
Emir can greet you
If nothing else, I'll write and draw.
So Emir, you speak English, German, French,
some degree of Italian,
Yes.
Serbian, and that's it.
Well, that's already a lot because most of the travelers here in Slovenia come from Italy, Austria, Germany, Switzerland, and then Croatia, Serbia.
And they're all very happy for me being there. So
I think that especially when you tell them the story behind the scene, that then they are really impressed. So
they're really impressed, and they do support us in a big way, and we're glad to be there for them.
Yeah. So Emir is inviting us to his or their shop, better said, SKRBOVIN'CA. On the other hand, this weekend we have another market or a fair, which is called Artish, and Artish shop. This weekend it's starting in Tobačna. That's an ex-tobacco factory in Ljubljana, but we are going to talk about it maybe also next week because they are moving to the city center later on. There are plenty of cultural events, so dear visitors, I think you will be very busy this weekend. Thank you very much and see you on Monday.